Back to my channel. I'm gonna fit leak down here in this manifold area. Coming down in here, I gotta take this little wall apart and pull out this wood box for the valves. So we're gonna get right to it. Okay, so the problem is a leak coming from right here, right here, this little seam here, where this T connects. And so we're going to attempt to do is, we're going to cut it right here, cut this, and cut this part somewhere right here. And I'm going to take this off here and put a new T, and then we're going to build a bridge right here, because just this whole line, it has 2 more valves, but it has also it continues and goes to the backyard where there's hose bibs and stuff like that it's connected to. So the best way to do it would to build a bridge right here and then come back down, and that's the fastest way to do it. All right, a good tip is to put some primer where you're going to cut, especially if you have older pipes, because what it does is it softens the PVC, and then it's easier to cut. Let's see. There we go. All right, so the problem with that was just the glue was not applied very well, and actually glue has kind of come a long ways, and the glue that we have now is way more stronger. So combination of two, that would go glued properly, and then the glue was not as good as they have it now. All right, so we're putting a new mill adapter in the valve. Get that in first. So there's a sequence that you got to do. All right, so we're gonna cut this pipe back a little bit more further because we can, so we have a little bit more room to work with. Okay, another thing we did here was we dug up a little bit further back here, so that way we can have some flexibility with the valve up and down sideways a little bit. See, and that's what you need to do sometimes. All right, so we brought that pipe a little bit, so we're gonna work with it. Plus I put some back here that could hold the pipe up, and then so real important to put the primer on there. That softens up the PVC as well as cleans it. So go ahead. There we go. Straighten that out. So I want to emphasize, real important, that when before you glue anything down, you want to kind of like mock things first, like make sure that your parts are, measured out. You're going to be able to get that pipe in there. So you want to do a kind of like pre-mock it first before you attempt to glue things up. All right, folks, so the way we're going to make the connection here to there, it's going to be like this. So we're going to connect this. We're obviously going to put a little more pipe right here, new pipe, and then so it'll go like this, up, that way, down and up. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because otherwise, again, like we have to tear some of this apart more, and we really don't need to get into that. And when we assemble this, we're going to put these two together first, and then we'll have this connected, a little pipe here and here, But this will be the last part that we'll push down into. That's the only way you can do it to where, you know, we would be able to make the connection right. So again, the water goes through here, this way, up like that, down and that way. And this is the best way you can do this kind of situation right here. And now we'll get the other 90 in there. And remember, you want to have it pointing up on both sides. Yeah, that's pretty sure right there. That's good right there. Yeah. And you just want to make sure, like, okay, so pointing up, well, you just gotta make sure that's both, you know, they're even out there. So we go and put the pipe in. It's gonna slide in there without struggling. All right, so we're gonna put in a pipe here right now, and they're both gonna be even. So what we're going to do is put like 2 inches pipe total. You know, if you need to, you can make it higher, but we're just going to make it as tight as we can make it. All right, so we're going to glue this part here together first. And we got 2 inches, so this is going to come together. It's going to be 2 inches. That's going to fit this together like that. And then we'll glue these guys together right here. And then once we got that all set up, then we're gonna put the glue pipe around these 2 sides, and then we'll just push it right in there like that. So we're putting these together. We want to get like a flat surface. We're going to use this shelf top, but you can do it wherever. So we'll glue this right now. Because it's flat, we'll know for sure that it's right in line, straightened up. All right, so push that in there like that, and then we'll use the lay down like that. Okay, and then we'll use a flat like that to make sure it's gonna be straight. All right, so now we know that's straight there. All right, so see how we have it here? So it's gonna go right in there like that, and then we'll glue both sides. All right, folks, so we haven't glued anything in yet. They're just kind of, it's not glued in yet. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna measure from here to here to make sure that this is gonna be correct. Once we get it in there, it's gonna be the right length. All right, folks, so we're gonna do that right now. The thing I mentioned, emphasize, is just put a lot of glue. It doesn't hurt on both sides. So sometimes you put a little glue it's tight to work with, so emphasize, put a lot of glue in there, so it'll go right in there. Acts as a lubricant. All right, here we go. And folks, so that's how you do it. I want to thank Anthony for doing a good job. just gonna let it sit for a little bit and then we'll test it. Okay folks, so we pressurized it, no leaks. It's all good. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any comments or questions, leave it in the comment section and we'll see you for the next one.